Good afternoon, one more time. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. As ever, on Citizen AY, you'll get everything, always about the truth and exposing all of the fraud in that contraption called Nigeria. Here's one such fraud again. We've talked about this, and many of us have known this. We've said it. It says Dangote's business tactics destroying Nigerian economy. The US is right. Do you know something? Do you know the sad thing about this? It takes one of those countries who are exploiting the resources of the country, of that contraption called Nigeria, to begin to tell us that Dangote is destroying the Nigerian economy before many of us will sit up. Isn't that funny? We've been saying this for a long time. I have never been a fan of Dangote. I don't know why. Something innate in me has always looked at it, cement, sugar, whatever. I just sort of, okay. And as I grew up and understood what that signified, and as we all know, how did Dangote make his wealth? How? Yes, Dangote, yes, Atiku, yeah, all of this stuff. This is all about Fulani domination. Dan Tatadis and all of that. That is fueled on the wealth of the nation, now made the preserve of a few. Let's read what it says here. Let me read it to you. The United States has described Dangote groups of companies, business strategies as disastrous to the Nigerian economy. Owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, it is the largest conglomerate in West Africa with over 30,000 employees. A report published in 2010 on WikiLeaks website said even though Dangote played major role in Nigeria's economy, many products on the country's import ban list are items in which it has major interest. Although an undiluted success in terms of wealth accumulation, Dangote personifies the duality in the Nigerian economy. The American government said while maintaining the duality presents a dilemma for the country's economic policy. It accused Dangote Group of blocking investment that company may see as major competitors, noting that weighing everything in the balance, we believe that Dangote model is harmful to Nigerian and American interests in the long run. The American government further warned, unfortunately, the Dangote model will likely be one of the most emulated until it beggars thy countrymen contradictions become more apparent. It is safe to say the assertion of the US government has been evident in some of the tactics employed by the conglomerate. Dangote Group faced wide criticisms in the past years over what detractors described as favoritism from the Nigerian government. Let me just highlight that bit. And do you know why it's favoritism? Do you know why? You know why? Let's see if I can. Is that going? Yeah. Do you know why it's favoritism? Because he's a Fulani man. Simple. Seems very, very clear to me. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. But you have an admission here. I'm not quite sure when this is back in 2020. Is this a new report? Let me just check the date on this again. Yeah, 12th of March. Very recent. Very, very recent. So 12th of March. We're talking a few days ago. We're now 18th. Yeah, so 5 days ago. So like I said, those of you in the South, that you like to scream, yay, Dangote this, yay, Dangote that they are using economic means to make you subservient. They're using military might to make you subservient. They're using religious might to make you subservient in your own country. Dangote is the face of the Fulani oppression. You can take that to the bank from me. Dangote is the face of the Fulani oppression of Southerners. Okay? Put that down and make that go viral too. Please do. I insist you do. And we need to do that. Be exposing these facts. Because you had the US economy. After all, it's supposed to be, well, it will soon be the second largest instead of the first now. It will kind of fall down because of China. And we know what China is doing to us. And when you look at what China is doing, who are in control in Nigeria, in that contract called Nigeria now, to allow China to exploit us? Is it not the same Fulanis? And you say that Nigeria is doing well? And you believe in one Nigeria? Please explain your one Nigeria to me. You need to explain that one. Let's read on. The company faced backlashes after it called for a total ban on tomato importation in 2019, when it started the tomato processing subsidiary. Barely 2 weeks ago, the conglomerate proposed a provision in the Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB, seeking to ban importation of oil by companies without refining licenses, which, according to the company, will help spur investments in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. Dangote also recommended that the volume of fuel imported should be distributed according to what each refinery produces. Ali Suleiman, a chief strategist at the Dangote, suggested the anti-competition approach during a visit by members of the National Assembly Joint Committee on PIB to the company's project site. The group proposed that only companies with licenses to refine crude oil should import fuel whenever demand surpass level available or when a refinery is undergoing maintenance. The recommendation came at the time Dangote Group was on the verge of completing a 650,000 barrels per day refinery in Lagos. Financial experts, however, said that the Dangote refinery should not be allowed to become a monopoly in the manner of the state-run NNPC, although it remained unclear how the conglomerate will be prevented from holding a monopoly if the controversial clause makes it on the PIB. And what is the PIB again? Petroleum Industry Bill. This is also evident in the reopening of land borders to the Dangote Group in November last year, when it was allowed to transport its products to neighboring West African countries. Nigeria had shut its borders in August to give room for the consumption of homegrown products, but the access granted to the company was said to have been based on authorization issued by the President Muhammad Buhari-led administration. Do you understand what that means? Fellow Southerners, do you understand the meaning of what I read? It means that the Fulani government has used the face of Fulani oppression in the business sense. And let's be clear, that is what Dangote represents. He represents the face of the Fulani oppression on the economy of Nigeria. He is their banker. He's the man they go and hide the money to. He's with when they steal it. He's all of that. And this has been going on. And you now hear even the US are saying that. You see, a businessman and a founder of Stanbic IBTs at Edo Peterside faulted the move. He asserted that it portrayed Nigeria's economy as favoring only the well-connected. In this case, the well-connected are always the Fulanis. But yet you still want to be one Nigeria. Continue. So, allowing legitimate exporters and importers to move their goods across borders should be a no-brainer, Mr. Peterside said in a tweet. He added, "This is why some of us argue that the Nigerian economy is rigged in favor of a handful of well-connected persons. Let's be frank. It's rigged in favor of the Fulanis. The Nigerian economy, let's just say it like it is rigged in favor of the Fulanis. Put it down. Take that to the bank. Let's call it what it is. The Nigerian economy is rigged in favor of the Fulanis. And if we start calling it what it is, maybe many of us, one Nigeria, will understand what we mean. It's rigged in favor of the Fulanis. And we need to say it like it is. We need to say it like it is. Call it what it is. Let's not mince words. Because I'm putting in that place where he says, this is why some of us argue that the Nigerian economy is rigged in favor of a handful of well-connected persons. I will say this word. These are the words of Citizen AY. This is why some of us argue that the Nigerian economy is rigged in the favor of Fulanis. Period. The Fulanis are killing us. They are trying to kill the economy. They're using Sukuk to take over our land. They're using the Fulani terrorists. They give guns to kill Southerners so they can take our land. They will sell their gold and keep the profit to the UK. But our oil, the oil that is coming from the south, they will say, no, it's all of us. And they use that money and they oppress us and they keep us oppressed. This is terribly unacceptable. Terribly unacceptable. Now, let's carry on. Let me just read if I can find one more bit for you to read on that. Is there any more? No, that's it. So, look, You've got it in writing, and you can take this to the bank. The Nigerian economy is rigged in favor of the Fulanis. If we call it what it is, maybe the one Nigeria people will begin to understand that whatever it is that they believe in, that they hope that they can get in still believing in one Nigeria, all of that is shattered. Even the U.S. economy, the U.S. government are telling us that the the domination by Dangote, and in a way they are telling us in a subtle way that the Dangote, the Fulani domination of our economy is counterproductive. It will actually make us less productive if we are reading between the lines and understanding what the US are telling us. So I want us all to be very, very aware. This man is the face of the Fulani oppression that dominates the Nigerian economy. Anybody who wants to argue this, here's the evidence. We've just shown you. I will see if I can even put the link to this. Well, I'll put the link. The link is already. You can, if you want to read this, you can read it more on Citizen AY. I've shared the link for the post. So there is no argument. You can read these. These are my thoughts. These are the thoughts of those of us on this platform, Citizen AY, exposing why we need to dismantle. We are explaining conclusively, unequivocally, why we must dismantle contraption Nigeria. Our funds, the funds of the entire nation, is being funneled to the Fulanis to make them appear rich. How did they earn that money? How? The same oil that they now run, cement factory, is our funds. They are subsidizing. We, the South, let me even go further. The southern Nigeria is subsidizing the northern Nigeria. Okay? Maybe that's clear enough for you. The southern Nigeria is subsidizing the northern Nigeria, the Fulani hegemony. We are subsidizing them and they are oppressing us. I hope that is clear enough for you, those of you who believe in one Nigeria. You need to wake up. Wake up sharp, sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm sorry I'm very steamed up, but we need to speak truth to power. If we don't, we will get buried in slavery again. They will enslave us. We mustn't allow that this time. We're going. Oduduwa nation is here to stay. Biafra nation is here to stay. Middle Belt is here to stay. The Hausa people, you better wake up. Take back your land from the Fulanis before they enslave you completely. Take it back. But we in the South, you are not taking our land, and we continue to expose in every sphere. The Fulanis are in control of everything in our land, and they don't make 10 million. They are not up to 10 million of our nation. Go get the facts out. They're not up to 10 million. Why is it? Why do you think they never want the census carried out? They don't want that fact to be established. They don't want people to know. It's time we stood up to this. Fulani, this is the face you're seeing in that picture, is the face of the Fulani oppression. The smiling face of Dangote is a face of a Fulani oppression. By the way, I maintain we must, in the South, in Lagos, we need to change Amadu Bello way to a Yoruba name. Obafemi Awolowo, Parajakonde, whatever. We should not keep that. That is the last road before the Atlantic, and that is a symbol. It's a symbol that the Fulanis will not stop until they get the whole of that place from us. We better wake up sharp, sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on with some more updates and exposés, you know, however you want to call it. Thanks for watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.